Good evening, everyone, and welcome to VRML Season 5. This is not only the last cycle of the season, but this is the last week of the season for all the ladder teams. With me tonight, over as my co-caster, I have MG, and working cameras tonight, we have the one and only Offbeat. How are you guys?
I'm great. I'm really hyped to see this match going up against Punapple and Tyro. Can't wait to see how this turns out.
This is Tyro in A and against Punapples, and they are both a part of the Tyro fam, so that's really cool. So in order to be a part of the Tyro fam, you've got to have 2 players from the team that are a part of the Tyro community, and both of these teams do. So this is going to be a fantastic match. These guys know each other very well. And tell me about who's playing tonight, MG.
Well, on Tyro tonight, we have the one and only 1UC Luke over here. Can't wait to see how he plays. We got Cool Whip with him, along with Carl, Wiggles, and Obsidian. And with Punapples, we have Extremis, Doug, Fate, and Viper. Can't wait to see how the battle commences.
Yeah, it's gonna be super fun. Looking forward to this match. Definitely, these guys are fantastic. Both teams are full of great people who love the Echo community, and they are readying up as we speak. So we are about to get this incredible match underway.
Absolutely.
Right,
and to start off the round, I will leave it to you.
All right, so here we go on the neutral joust. Let's see who is going to take possession, who's going to keep possession. That's going to be Doug picking that up and sending it all the way down into the bubble. But the Tyro stack's trying to get to it. Who will? Oh, a nice quick stack there from Viperphobia and Doug coming in to get Punapples, keep possession for Punapples.
Missed pass there by Viper going all the way up into the top of the bubble, but it will get picked up by Carl going for a reset down to Luke. And Luke will get it all the way downfield into the mid of Punapple zone. And they're going for a long 3 right there. And oh, the ding right there in the corner. Very, very sad. But Carl will pick that thing right back up and is just kind of meandering his way up downfield and passing it back to 1UC.
He Geos. That was a nice reset. Smart move there because they were kind of crowding the bubble a bit. And that's going to give Carl the disc right there. But Doug's going to pick that up and send it back out into the midfield area. Going to be stuck over there in the trap side. But Luke's going to pick it up and send it up to, who is that? Carl again. Carl. Oh, goodness. Carl's going to send it across the arena to the one you see. And he is going to look for the pass. Wiggles moving into position. Everybody is there. And that's going to be Carl with the goal to put Tyro on the board first here in round 1.
Very, very smart play there by Carl, sitting underneath the goal. What a very classic play there. Almost every single team should be at least knowing what that play is by now. It's very, very common. But we do have Punapple running out of the tubes right here. Picking it up will be Doug, going for the pass down to Extremis. All the way down into the bubble over here will be Fade, going for another 2 right in. And that's what I call return to sender.
Very nice play here. I love back and forth games. We're not even a full 2 minutes in and we're tied already, which is super great. I love balanced matches, and that appears to be what this is. So I'm hoping for more play like this. I love my favorite thing in the whole world, MG, our third rounds with overtime. So let's keep our fingers crossed for that.
Absolutely. Keeping our fingers crossed for a third round OT. But to focus back in, Fate going over and trying to get a clear down to a teammate, but not directly hitting them. However, Viper will still pick it up, cross it back over to Fate in a good position, cutting in, but not directly hitting the pass, and it will go back out into mid, getting picked up by Luke. But the steal over here by Viper, and it's going to bounce a little bit up into the Tyro bubble. Picking it up will be Fate, but getting the save will be Luke.
That was a fantastic save, and to send that disc back out right there. I thought that one was going to go in for sure. Wiggles with the disc, going to send it all the way down, bouncing through the arena, going to bounce off the boot down there. And let's see who's going to get to it first. It is anybody's disc right now. Cool Whip's going to make that grab, and she is looking for the pass, and there she finds it, and it's going to bounce off the Geo. Oh, a quick slap there from Fate. But Wiggles is going to be there right there to pick that up and send it back down the arena. Going to bounce into the bubble, and Extremis is going to pick it up and send it back out for the clear.
A very far clear, going right into the bubble and into the hands of Extremis, putting it right in for a slam dunk too. This may be back and forth play, but right now they're keeping themselves up in and out.
They are indeed. They are indeed. That's going to be Joust advantage, or as a lot of times they have... we're starting to notice that Joust advantage is not necessarily an advantage. A lot of times it's a disadvantage because they lose possession pretty quick. But Luke's going to send that right down the tunnel into Carl's hands. He's going to pass it all the way forward to Cool Whip. Oh, Cool Whip doesn't quite make the grab there, and that's going to be back to Viperphobia, sending it down to Doug through the tunnel. Stack coming in there from Tyro, and they are going to, lose possession right there. But they are able to, here we go again. Sometimes this game is so fast, it's hard to keep up. That's going to be Carl making that clear. Oh.
Carl. Yeah, Carl going for that clear, but not quite making it out. And it will be Fate with the disc going for a cross pass, but not exactly hitting him. But, however, Extremis will still pick it up. And the pass right there isn't going to go just because the enemy was stunned. And it's going to be all the way downfield, almost into the goal, off the backboard. And it will be picked up by Carl and in for 2. This is a back and forth game, and I can tell you that already.
What a fantastic play there. That was beautiful. Well executed, indeed. And, we're not even through the first half of this first round, and we're in a tie. I love games like this. They're so exciting. That's going to give Joust advantage over to the Punapples, who are going to send that quickly down for a nice little relay there. But they are going to lose possession of it right here. Oh, nope. Doug's going to be able to send that back. It is changing possession so rapidly. Viperphobia with the disc now, walking down the arena. Going to send it up to Fate. Fate's going to try and sink it in, but it doesn't quite make it in. And Doug and Extremis are going to bounce back and try and pick that up where they do. But Cool Whip's dropping in on them quickly, forcing the play. And that is Viperphobia with the goal.
Very, very good placement by him, and very good positioning by Viper right there. That was honestly pretty impressive.
It was. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was definitely where his teammates needed him to be. Beautiful goal indeed. And that's Joust advantage going back to 1 UC with the quarterbacking skills there. Sends it down to Wiggles, waiting inverted in the tunnel. Gonna look for the pass. Sends it across the arena. It's not quite going to get picked up. Oh, it's going to be a battle. And that is going to be Extremis, sending it across the arena and into the hands of Viperphobia, looking for the clear. They do not want to keep it down in that bubble, definitely, but that's going to go nice stacking there all the way down into the arena, into the orange into the arena. There it is.
Ooh. And Fate right there just putting it in for 2, telling them, heck no, you don't get to play my game.
Now, MG, so we see that the Punapples are starting to gain some momentum, and they're starting to find a groove. How easy is that to break, in your opinion, from what you've experienced?
Well, it depends on how you see the play, honestly. If you see the play as simple and readable, it'll be very, very easy for you to break that lead. A simple 3, maybe another 2, could put you in the lead very, very quickly. However,
Absolutely.
we do have Carl passing it over to Whip. Whip back over to 1UC, resetting it all the way back to Wiggles. And Wiggles going to work his way up into the hands of Carl. Carl up to Cool. Cool working his way back up to 1UC.
We had a geo bounce there, and they did lose possession to the Punapples, who sent it all the way down into the orange into the arena. But Cool Whip is going to be there to pick it up. Oh, she's going to feel a lot of pressure really quick, and that's going to be Carl now with the disc, sending that all the way back down. Quick stack coming in there from the Punapples. Oh, losing possession, though. Wiggles with the disc sends it across the arena into the hands of Cool Whip, who is making her way down the arena looking for the pass. Going to find it right there off the ceiling. Nicely done to Carl, but Carl gets stunned out and loses possession. Back into the hands of Wiggles.
Wiggles going for a pass over to Carl. Carl going to across, but not quite hitting his pass right there. And it will get picked up by Viper and cleared all the way down the right tunnel. But the stack race over there, overshooting at Tyro. Wiggles will pick it up anyway. Clear it down the right tunnel once again. And the stack miss right there might cause a point on Punapples right here. With 1UC picking it up and going for an easy 2 right there. Nice 17 meter a second shot.
That was a nice play, nice read there by Tyro. Luke was definitely in the right place at the right time. That's going to be Joust advantage going back over to Punapples, who are holding the lead here just by 1 goal. And we've still got 2 minutes, so this is still anybody's round right here.
Absolutely. We have Doug starting off the Joust advantage, but oh, getting picked off. Carl will take it and walk his way downfield, going for a pass over, but not quite hitting it. 1UC will still pick it up and go back for the reset over to Wiggles. Wiggles just kind of holding it and waiting. He knows he's got plenty of time to spare, but they are not in the leads. They still have to play this game out. Cool Whip up there at top, going for a shot right there, and a nice 18 right on Punapples.
And that's going to bring them to the tie. I mean, we've got 1 minute, 17 seconds left. Very nice back and forth game. These are fantastic, and I love it.
Oh yeah. So, we have Doug picking it up once again, going to pass over to Extremis. Extremis crossing it over, but Fate just barely missing it and getting stunned out. They have an open 3 chance right here. And oh, just barely missing it. Viper will take the disc and clear it all the way out into the mid zone. And picking it up will be Luke. Or Cool Whip.
Yep, Cool Whip. But she's going to send it across the arena to Luke. And it's going to send that all the way down, bouncing into the bubble and off the wall. Are they going to get it? Oh my goodness. No, they did not. A ding off the ring from the backside after a nice save. But Luke is there to pick it up again. And it is good. And that puts Tyro in the lead with just 27 seconds left on the board.
Just like I said, if you can figure out the plays that they're playing, you can make an easy comeback just like that. And I'm pretty sure they figured out what plays were happening.
Let's see if Punapples can answer here very quickly. They're going to have to send that one very fast down the arena. And so far, so good. Doug to Fate. Fate's going to bounce that off. If that could have been... Oh, will it? No. Oh. What a fun match. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
This first round was very, very close. Only off by 1 score.
That is Tyro with round 1, and these are the best 2 out of 3 rounds. So we shall see. Now, MG, these are always my favorite. I love second rounds because they take that minute, or they pause and take a few moments to figure out how to adjust. And they come back into the arena, and a lot of times it is a totally different game in round 2. So I'm always anxious to see if that actually works. Most of the time it does. So we shall see. What is your opinion on that?
Honestly, I have the exact same opinion. I absolutely love second rounds because occasionally either they'll play the same way and the other team doesn't expect it, or it'll turn out to be a completely different game altogether. And honestly, I don't think anybody's ready for a completely different game in just round 2. But that's the fun of it.
It is the fun of it. Oh my goodness. So we've got Miss Sweet Cream in the Twitch chat, chit-chatting with us, and she plays for Punapples, so she's not in right now. Sci-Fi cheering on Tyro with TGI out there cheering for them as well. Void is chanting and sending some love to Cool Whip. You guys are awesome. Yes, Sci-Fi, this is an incredibly close match, and we are bouncing here into round 2. Let's see who gets the joust.
And starting off, we will have, a very, very close joust right there, but we will have Punapples taking it, picking it right back up, but dropping it very quickly. Picking it up will be Carl, going for a reset cross, but not quite hitting it. But they will still pick it up, Cool Whip clearing it down the right tunnel. Reading the bounce will be Extraness, though. And they do have quite an open lane down the tunnel, clearing it all the way down into Tyro zone. However, they will attempt to clear it once more, going all the way into the Punapple zone, but Viper will pick that thing right back up and clear it.
Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but it just so far in just this first 40 seconds of round 2, I'm seeing stacks being much faster, and I'm sure that's an alteration of the match that they have made, but their stacks are much tighter right now and coming in very quickly and very well put together. So that's nice to see.
That absolutely is nice to see. And I am also kind of sad that we just saw that very, very close ding and said absolutely nothing about it. However, they do still have possession. Luke passing it over to Carl, and Carl getting ready to hold it just for a little bit. He's trying to figure out his plays right here, passing it back down to Luke. And Luke also, once again, figuring out his plays, holding it and walking his way up. Going all the way up to Wiggles. Wiggles going in, bound to a pass to Cool, and Cool just barely missing that shot right there. And apparently, Punapples will pick that right back up and get right into midfield.
Yes, indeed, and that's going to be Extremist sending that one all the way down the arena, but that stack coming in super quick, but Fate stuns them out and grabs possession and then loses it again, and Cool Whip is going to be there to pick it up and send it down the arena, looking for her teammate with one UC, and puts it right in his hand. That's exactly where it needed to be. She's going to be right there. Will she get to it? No, that's going to be blue team. Punapples get to it first, send it back into the bubble. Who is going to get to it first? That's going to be Luke. Barely. Fate is coming in super hot there, trying to make that stack break and trying to gain possession. Viperphobia with the disc now sends it down to Fate on the floor. And Fate's going to sink it in for a nice 2-point goal to put Punapples on the board first here in round 2.
Honestly, I didn't have any idea how even these teams would be until we came into the second round, because it has been about 2 minutes, 3 minutes maybe even, since we started the round, and we just now got a score. It's very impressive that these teams are so evenly matched.
It is, absolutely. We've got Sputnik Cobra. Good evening, Sputnik. Thanks for joining us down in the Twitch chat, cheering for Cool Whip and Tyro. Showing some love, indeed. You can tell these teams are both loved with the amount of people, that are cheering for them, which is really nice to see. They're very active in the community, both teams are, so that's super cool. That's going to be Carl now picking that up and holding onto it. Going to send it across the arena into the hands of Wiggles. Wiggles is looking for the pass. Oh, gets stunned quickly, has to send it across the arena, and it's going to work because it lands in Carl's hands again right there on the floor. Going to pass back for the reset. Going back to the one you see, passes it up. Oh, beautiful play there to Wiggles. Oh, but loses possession right there. Extremist just came in and just absolutely snatched that disc.
Yes, he did, and it will be picked up by Viper, but he will lose possession of the disc. However, he will get a boost and pass it over to Doug. Doug driving it in, but the save over here by Carl, clearing it down into the left zone, but not quite getting it out. Carl will pick it back up and trying to figure out his plays over here. Going for a pass, but not just hitting it. Fate will pick it up and apparently throw it right into the bow tie right there. We will have Doug picking it right back up, going all the way almost into the shot. Oh, it's not, but Extraness will pick it up and go in for a dunk.
And that's going to give him a 4-point lead. Still tons of time. 6 minutes is so much time in this game. This is just 2 goals. So, I don't know. Avoid's asking the question, why would he shot that? I don't know. But
well, that's a good question.
All right, so Cool Whip's got the disc now, sends it across the arena, and nicely done into the hands of Carl. Looking for the reset, sends it back to the one you see. Pass it forward to Wiggles, who's playing inverted entirely night. Cool Whip with the disc. Oh my goodness, gets sideswiped there by Punapples, losing possession.
Luke will pick it up, though, going for a cross, but not actually hitting anybody. And it will be cleared out partially by Punapples. Picked right back up. Actually, will be Carl playing inverted here right now. Making his way downfield. Working his way up. And he will find a pass here in just a second, all the way down to Luke. Luke holding it, figuring his plays out once again, and crossing it all the way down to Wiggles. What a nice bounce pass right there. All the way up, it will go into the bubble, picked up by Carl, but getting stunned out. He will not keep possession. And it will be a nice clear out by Punapples, but not fully making its way out. He will pick it back up, though, and it will go right into the hands of Cool Whip, picking that off.
And Cool Whip's going to send it forward, going all the way down to Luke there. And Luke's going to send it. But it's going to... Wow, the possession changes. Fate with the disc, going to send it all the way down into the orange bubble. Who's going to get there? We need a quick stack coming in there. Luke picks it up first, but the stack comes in stunning, and he has to send it out very quickly into Wiggles' hands. But Viperphobia picks it up. Will he stick it in the goal? No, he loses possession, gets stunned out. Doug does too. Right there, Cool Whip with the clear all the way down in the midfield, but Fate is there to pick it up. Fate's going to send it back down, looking for the pass, but it doesn't quite connect, and that is going to be a free disc. That's Doug's now. Sends it across. Oh, and nasty bounce off of Nest instead of going into his teammate's hands. Fate's going to pick it up there in the ceiling, though. Looking for the pass. Going to bounce off Nest again. Oh, my goodness. What a game. What a game.
Interception.
Absolutely, what a game. And the stack race right there, but absolutely getting stunned out right there is the Tyro side. And they will get a close clear, but not exactly out. And one thing I would absolutely love to add is how much this game has changed already from the first round, like
Very
we were
much
just
so.
talking about.
Yeah.
But they will put it in, and they almost sink it right into the goal, but it will go back out into the midfield. Luke picking it right back up, having an open lane to a teammate, but just holding off for a little bit, going for the pass over to Cool Whip. Cool Whip holding it down for a little bit, holding his own right here, crossing over to Luke. Luke working it up. Will he sink it in? Yes, maybe no. No, he gets stunned out right there, and it will go down into the midfield.
It will. We've got 3 minutes left. It's been some amount of time, a decent amount of time since anybody has scored, and it's been a very low scoring round compared to that first round where they were back and forth constantly. What, in your opinion, MG, what needs to change? What is Tyro going to have to do to take this round?
They have to up their offense just a little bit. They have really good defense, and they got really good offense in general. But they have to change up their styles a little bit and go for a little bit more cuts. And I think they could be able to take this round and take the whole game in two. And they will take possession right down there in the bubble, just barely, clearing it all the way down into the Punapples zone. But picking it up will be Extremist, going for a long shot for three, maybe. And, oh, it's really close, but it's going right off the weird end of the backboard. Passing it back to Extremist. Extremist is going to sink that one in. Oh, and no self-goal by Wiggles. I feel really, really bad about that one. But hopefully with all the hype in chat, everyone's hoping for Tyro to take this game. Let's hope that your hype helps.
Whew. Yeah, that was unfortunate, but you know what? I play goalie also, and I always say if there's not at least one goal that says it's a self goal, then was it even a game? Because it always happens.
I can agree with that.
All right, that's going to be Viperphobia taking the shot, and it's going to go a little wide and be back out. Cool Whip is going to grab the disc, and she's going to send it looking for the pass. Oh, she was surrounded entirely. Going to send that all the way down into the blue bubble. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I thought that one was going in. It looked so good. Luke, going to be there to grab that. Nope, not going to make it. Yes, he is going to make it, but he loses possession. Extremist is there to stun him. I almost said pound his skull. Viperphobia with the disc now. Going to look for the stack. He and Extremist are stacked together there. Oh, but Cool Whip was right there to snatch that disc and send it back down into the bubble. This is a race against time. I thought that one was going to go in too. But
well, there are a lot of close shots here, yeah. Oh,
we
and then
go.
we have the slam dunk here by Luke. A nice clean pass by Cool Whip right there. I cannot stress this enough how impressive the goalie skills here are and the defense generally surrounding it. It is absolutely mental how fast this game is changing. However, there are 30 seconds left, so fortunately for us, we are going right into a round 3.
We most likely are going into a round 3, which is fantastic. Hey, Ace's Disgrace, how you doing there, buddy? In Twitch chat, we see you. Thanks for the words of encouragement, saying that we are fun. We are having fun, that is for sure, because we have 3 games in a row here of Echo tonight. And right now, we are facing a round 3 with Tyro taking round 1. And it looks like round 2 is going to go to the Punapples. Punapples, I can't say their name.
Well, their name's a little bit confusing, might I say.
A little punny. I don't know.
A little funny indeed.
All right, so we get a 3rd round. MG.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! How incredibly exciting. I love 3rd rounds. They're my favorite.
Well, yeah, we did already cover that too. We all love 3rd rounds.
I know. So we'll see what kind of modifications take place here between rounds 2 and rounds 3. They all know, like we said, they are all familiar with each other. They now have played 2 rounds against each other, so they know how the other team plays and what they need to do. It'll be interesting to see how they modify their play going into this 3rd round. If they modify their play.
Indeed, it will be quite interesting to see what they do. But they might actually come out with some old plays that they were doing in the 1st round. You never know. All teams out here can be very, very surprising at that. And I don't really have much I can say beyond that. I just can't wait to see this 3rd round start and see how it plays out.
So I'm looking at some stats on my side here, and I see them there on the bottom of the screen. And we've got to pause. Stuns for both teams are remarkable. Big numbers of stuns there. Lots of points on the board for everybody. Everybody's got something. I mean, that's remarkable. So I love to see games like this. They're fun. These are super fun.
Absolutely, these games are a lot of fun. But also, looking at the stats on my end, poor Wiggles and poor Doug haven't scored anything yet. But let's hope that changes at least a little bit in the 3rd round.
I believe Wiggles is playing goalie for Tyro, and from what I've seen so far, Doug is playing for Punapples, so that kind of makes sense. I rarely score as goalie, but, I don't know. We've got TGI there in the Twitch chat saying Tyro needs to slow down and ensure they are stack breaking. Yeah, the stack breaking is a huge skill that, and especially the more you see them, because even Sweet Cream, she plays for Punapples, has said Tyro has some mad stacks, and they do. And that's the only way sometimes you can slow them down, is to take the time to send somebody to beat the stack breaker and just to pop them off and allow yourself some time to breathe and break those stacks so you have a chance, because these are definitely stack racing games. Especially this one in round 2 was very, very fast. Lots of possession changes, very quick. So, yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. There are plenty of things that have been going on in these 2 rounds that I don't even think I need to mention. It's very, very visual to see. And I do think we're getting an unpause here. And one of the main things that I love about these games is how amazing the community is about them. We have a lot of Tyro love coming in here, and we have a lot of Punapple love coming. But, as we are starting this round, we will see who gains possession initially. Go right on ahead. We sure will. And, like we said, a lot of times when you notice, like just then, for example, Punapples were first to joust, but they lost possession. And so the possession is not necessarily about who gets to the joust first, right? I mean, they gained possession back again, but they did lose it for a moment. And that's been something that we've noticed a lot of recently, where we're paying attention to, you actually start paying attention to who hits it first or who grabs it first and then who maintains possession of it. So it's been fun to watch and observe, and that is going to be Cool Whip getting to that disc first, going to make that clear, sends it all the way down the arena. Is it? Yes, it did! Holy cow, a beautiful mail slot shot right there for Cool Whip to put Tyro on the board first here in round 3.
I am at a loss for words. I am impressed that that shot went in. Holy cow. But besides that, we do have this part starting out, and we will have Doug picking it up initially, clearing it down. Oh, but getting stunned out immediately. Luke will pick up the disc, going for a long three, and just barely missing it. However, we will have Cool Whip picking it right back up and putting it right in again.
As Cool Whip would say, it do be like that sometimes.
It do be like that.
That was beautiful play by Tyro indeed. They were able to grab that disc and keep possession of it on the blue end here, and just that was well played indeed. And that's gonna be Doug with the disc there. Oh, an unfortunate bounce off of Bowtie there. Luke is gonna pick it up. Cool Whip is down there waiting for it for another 3-point shot. We are 8-point difference right now, and just barely a minute, almost 2 minutes in.
Okay, can I just say, Cool Whip is absolutely on fire right now in this round. He's doing incredibly well. They are already up by 8 points,
Yeah.
almost halfway through a Mercy. And they are, I think the one thing that they changed in this round is that they are pushing a lot more. They are no longer scared of what the outcome is. They're pushing a lot more, and it's making a big difference. And we do have Cool Whip picking it up. Picking it up. Oh, no way! It is really close to the goal, but picking it up again. Cool Whip! Cool Whip, you are on fire today. You are doing absolutely well.
So, MG, I'm going to tell you a little about Cool Whip. She is the most incredible person that you will ever meet in person. She is full of love and all smiles, and when you meet her, you just want to hug her and hold her. And I was lucky enough to get to hang out with her at a couple of LANs this year, and she is amazing. So, lots of love for Cool Whip. She's cool. She's cool. She's Cool Whip. So.
Badoom ching, yes.
Badoom ching.
That sounds absolutely awesome. And we do have Luke picking it up, going for another three. They're up 14-0, and it hasn't even been 3 minutes in this round. I'm pretty sure they're going for a Mercy in this round, taking it home quickly. If Punapples can't pick it up real quick, they're not going to be surviving for much longer.
What an incredible turn here for round 3. I mean, we saw Tyro not killing it in round 2, and they had some momentum going, but they started to gain it back there at the very, very end of round 2, and then to come into round 3 and kill it, incredible, remarkable. Cool with the disc now, looking for the play, gonna find it. Oh, loses possession, and Viperphobia is gonna send that back out. Quick stack coming in from the Punapples here, gonna send it down. But Tyro answers with another stack. Oh, and that's going to be Fate with the goal to put Punapples on the board. 4 minutes in to round 3.
Wow. All right, so they did decide to pick up the pace at least a little bit. They were getting absolutely massacred there in the start, but they are picking it up at least just a tiny little bit. And that one score could make a huge difference. But we do have Luke passing it over to Carl. Carl over in front. They're making a little play right there. Cool Whip bringing it in another time. Passing over to Wiggles, and Wiggles with the cut, putting it right in.
My goodness. Tyro has come back here in round 3 with a vengeance, an absolute vengeance. Well done indeed. That's going to be Joust advantage going over to the Punapples now. And Punapples are really going to have to kick it up a notch right here. There's no better time than now. Oh my goodness. Cool Whip coming in so incredibly fast there, trying to get those stuns. And that's going to be another one by Fate and they're going to shrink that lead a bit. So let's go. Let's go. Oh my goodness.
This game is very, very hype right now. Up 16-4, up 14-2. This is a very mind-melting game right here, and it's very impressive. I'm surprised to not see Tyro up in Platinum right now, but they are playing incredibly well. Cool Whip all the way up, across, down to Carl. Carl resetting it back over to Luke. Luke once again crossing to Cool Whip. Cool Whip will go ahead and put it in for 2. Once again, Cool Whip, you need to slow down a little bit. Give him a chance.
Cool Whip doesn't slow down.
Cool Whip is up 15 points if you look at it. Holy cow.
Incredible. Cool Whip must have eaten a beast during that last pause there. Definitely. Doug with the disc loses possession because Cool Whip stuns him out. She's going for another one. Oh, it's going to take a nasty bounce, but she's still going to pick it up. She's got a leech. Fate's trying to make that, and does. Loses possession, though. Cool Whip picks it back up again, and that's another win by Cool Whip. Woo!
This game, there have been so many moments where I'm at a loss for words at how impressive they're playing right now. Jeez. Cool Whip is doing everything in their power to absolutely massacre. And it is working so well. Cool Whip on the rush is absolutely mental. However, Fate will clear it down into the Tyro side. No one to pick it up just yet, and we do have Luke picking it up over here in the corner. Clearing it all the way down and into the trap zone, but getting picked up will be Fate. Going for a small clear, and then having Viper clear it all the way down. They have an open goal right there, and they will just barely get it in!
Beautiful.
Right up there off the backboard. Beautiful shot right there.
That was a fantastic play by the Punapples indeed. Gonna shrink that lead. It's only 13 points. That's not... We've got 3 minutes. It's very doable. It's still anybody's game. So, let's... Oh, my goodness. How much fun. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. We had a missed launch there for Tyro. I'm not real sure what happened, but they still are able to make that clear and send it back out. And Cool Whip sent that down. Wiggles is going to pick it up, sends it across the arena, going to bounce down into lower trench there. Wiggles picks it up, sends it for the... Oh, trying to get the bounce shot. Cool Whip finishes it.
This entire game so far has just been Cool Whip, Cool Whip, Cool Whip. It's finishing every single shot right here so far. Sure, we've had the other players score at least a little bit, but geez, give some fun to the rest of us.
well, Tyro is definitely looking for the team play right now, indeed, and it's working for him. Viperphobia there with the disc, going to send that one down all the way across to Extremis. Extremis is going to be a one-on-one with Wiggles, and Wiggles is going to deny that goal in true Wiggles fashion. I don't know if you've watched Wiggles TikToks. They are incredible. Lots of goalkeeping pointers there, and that's going to be Extremis with the disc. Gonna lose possession right there under the goal to Wiggles, and Luke's gonna make that clear. Doesn't quite make it out of the bubble, though. There we go. Cool Whip with the disc now moving towards the blue end. Gonna send that one all the way down. Blue had the stack coming in, though. And Extremis is gonna pass that off to Fate. Fate gonna make the clear, sends it back down into the midfield area. Cool Whip with the disc, moving towards the goal, looking for the peg. Blue to take the shot, but Extremis is going to deny that goal.
We have another full clear out here by Fate. It might bounce right in, but no, it will not, and we will have Wiggles denying that immediately. It will be anybody's ball right here, but we do have... we have Wiggles taking it out of their hands. There might be a half-court chance right here, and it's in! Holy cow! Wiggles with another...
Woo!
Wiggles with a nice...
Too. My goodness.
Oh yeah, Wiggles with a nice 3. We've had 2 great half-courts here, and I gotta go back and check out the distance for both of them, because I think they were both a clean around 30-40 meters.
Incredible. So round 1 went to Tyro, round 2 went to Punapples. Tyro is killing round 3, but Punapples have not given up. They are still fighting hard and have scored several on them, for themselves here. But Wiggles going to make that clear, sends it across the arena, down to tunnel to Luke, sends it forward to Cool Whip. Cool Whip is looking at taking on the entire team. There we go. Carl moving into position. Wiggles getting down there too, but Cool Whip is going to take it, and that wraps the game for Tyro.
I honestly fully expected them to absolutely take this round faster than they should have. They took this game in a nice quick mercy, and I'm honestly really, really impressed with the way Tyro played today. They may all know each other, they may all love each other, but that right there was a massacre.
It was a massacre, and looking at the stats right now, Cool Whip had 22 points and 66 stuns. That is incredible. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Both teams did a great job. That was a super fun game. Don't go far, though. We've got 2 more incredible matches here tonight. This is MG joining me. I'm AthenaStorm. MG, thank you so much for having a great time with me there in that game. It was super fun. I appreciate you being here.
Appreciate being here anyway. Thank you for having me.
And of course, we have Offbeat on cams, and we will be back in just a few minutes with another match.
Audio. And we're here.
We are here. We are back. This is going to be another incredible game. With me now on cams and co-casting with me is the one and only Offbeat. I am AthenaStorm. This match is going to be another incredible one with disorderly conduct over on orange and the Slothosaurs on blue.
Yeah, good to be here, jumping out from behind the cam. Like, still behind the cam, you know, but here to have some fun, bring some excitement to the game as well. As yeah, it should be a fun game here. As we've got two teams. What rank are we at here today for this one?
I believe these are both silver teams.
Nice. I enjoy good silver games. Silver games, teams are kind of still finding their footing. You see little flashes of brilliance here and there, but you know, overall, it's a good time, and it's really interesting to see, you know, where you can kind of see the potential in players, and you can see them start to develop that potential, right? Especially if you've got some newer teams that are starting out in the silver area. You know, they've got a lot to learn still, and you can see what they've picked up, what they haven't picked up, and what they still have yet to learn. And so it's kind of see which teams can work those fundamentals best and can you know, make a few plays here, because a few plays here and there will make all the difference. And we're ready to go. Round one starting.
It will indeed. Yes, round one starting, and that's going to be neutral joust right here. Oh, Offbeat, are you excited? This is going to be a great match.
I am excited. Disorderly conduct, Slothosaurs, here we go. Opening joust is underway. Who's gonna get to first? It's a little slow, but who else would it be if not the Slothosaurs? Getting to it, slow but first, slow and steady. As it is gonna be shake and bake now. With the disc, moving up, sends it down below, is looking for that bounce pass, is gonna get picked up by Brooksbanks though, who is gonna get that cleared up to mid, and will bounce around initially. No quick goal, as we might sometimes see off the offensive joust. But is now disorderly conduct with the disc, and they are going to get that one cleared into the Slothosaur zone.
They are, and that's going to be Onion there to pick that up and sends it down the arena into Brooksbanks' hand. Brooks going to send it in, but it's going to be shake and bake with the grab right there. We have a lot of love in the Twitch chat tonight. Offbeat. Oh, almost great shot there by disorderly conduct. Did not quite make it in. Lots of love coming in the Twitch chat. Slothosaurs, Tyro fam, everybody cheering for everybody. Doug says, Season 5 silver is the new gold. How do you feel about that, Offbeat?
Honestly, I believe it. As someone who's been in this league for a couple seasons now, not long by any stretch, says, here we go, first points of the game. That's going to be Brooksbanks putting it in from behind the goal. But yeah, as someone who's been around the season, been in the league for a little while, right? The number of teams in the league has grown kind of massively. And so honestly, you definitely do start to see much higher skilled teams at the lower ranks just because of the number of teams. So yeah, I 100% buy that, as it is going to be now Sir Trees move in with a bit of space on that right side. All the room in the world is going to eventually get that one across to an open teammate, and they do a good job here of getting it in, slowing it down, and resetting it back, although that one pass is going to miss. A good stun coming in there, and it will be picked up by disorderly conduct. They've got to stack together. Onion with the disc is going to throw that ahead to a teammate as they look to move it up through the left tunnel.
They do, and that's going to be Gabe with the disc for the long three-point shot there to put disorderly conduct in a 5-point lead here with still plenty of time on the clock. We've got almost 8 total minutes here to come in, and I'm sure they're going to, you know, I look for Slothosaurs to make a pretty strong comeback. Natasha Lore is quite the stunner. BG, they're all shake and bake. Sir Trees, they're fantastic players. These are... In fact, my team has played against both of these teams, and they're super fun and very kind people. And I love matches like this because, especially when you know them and you get to know some of these players, it makes it a little bit more fun. Gabe gonna send that disc all the way down into the bubble, gonna bounce across the entire bubble where Onion is gonna pick that one back up. Everybody is in the goal, and that paid off right there as Slothosaurs were able to make that clear and send it back down the arena.
Yeah, I know just what you're saying. My team as well has played Tyro a few times, the team that we just played on stream, and it is always interesting watching them and seeing kind of what they've picked up and what they've improved on since the last time you played. As is Slothosaurs now with the disc, they're going to turn over though, as disorderly conduct is doing a good job of kind of maintaining the pressure here. They are going to lose that one back though, as the reset not quite connecting. There's a leech there. The leech is going to pop the disc loose as it's a bit of a scramble. It is going to be picked up by Baru Monkey. Who's going to clear that one in? Looking for a teammate, not able to find him in those searcheries, is going to clear it. Back and forth they go, as Slothosaurs have been making defensive plays, but not able to get the clear fully. As now Conduct is going to miss a pass. It's going to be picked up, and Shaken Bacon is going to get that one up and out in through the tunnel.
And that's going to be Gabe there picking that up with a nice stack coming in through the tunnel, looking for the pass. Going to just take a second to breathe and spread out the defense here. Going to send that down to well, didn't quite connect that pass there into the trench, and that's going to give Slothosaurs a chance to grab it back and send it back down the arena. The stack is going to have to come in very fast, and it did. Natasha Lore with the disc right now, looking for the pass, finds it right there with Shaken Bacon. Oh, what a save by Onion. It's just going to snatch that and send it back down into the trap area.
Yeah, sent down into the trap where Onion's going to pick that one up and bounce it through. They'll pick it up. The stack will pick it up after that. They'll get a good clear and might have been going for the goal, might not, but it doesn't matter because they're there stacking to follow it up. Onion with a good cut pass across. Oh, Shaken Bake with the save, but Brooksbanks stays there, stays persistent, and is going to put that one in for a nice little quick 2 points the other way as Disorderly is going to extend that lead now up to 7 points.
That was a great play, and you're right. Had he not just stayed right there and been ready for that, they wouldn't have scored that goal. That was fantastic, very smart play on their part. Brooksbanks, they're going to pick that one up right there in the upper trap area. Not quite going to make it through the tunnel, but is able to maintain possession and bounces it off the Geo. And that's going to be a stack coming in by Baru Monkey. Looking for the pass, finds it across the arena with Gabe. Gabe going to send it down. Not quite going to make it in. Onion going to pick it up, though, and look for the pass. Finds it across the arena in the hands of Brooksbanks. Oh, who gets snatched by BG. And Gabe going to sink it in. That puts them in a 9-point lead here in round 1.
Yeah, Disorderly doing a very good job here. Whenever they've had an opportunity, they've been doing a great job of capitalizing on it. As right now we're, it's 9-0. They've been moving very consistently. Slothosaurs, they haven't been out of this by any means. They've moved the disc down well. They've gotten into the offensive zone. They just haven't been able to finish. And so that's kind of going to be the make or break for them right now, is if they're able to finish some of these chances. They're taking some time moving it up, but that pressure is there being applied and forces a bit of a missed pass. Gabe is going to pick that one back up, and with a little bit of space, is going to take some time, make some space for themselves, and clear it down across, and actually back to them, back around the bow tie area. Making a good reset play there is Brooksbanks, who's under a little bit of pressure. But that one is going to be missed on the back end. First to it is going to be Slothosaurs looking for that long three. That's going to ding. So close, nearly the first points of the round, but it was not to be.
It was not to be, and that's going to be Baru Monkey picking that up and sending it all the way through the tunnel. Well, almost into the tunnel, but oh no, we lost a player over on the Disorderly Conduct side. We will see how that's going to affect them here. That might be the momentum shift that is needed by the Slothosaurs right now, just to give them a few moments here. That's going to be the disc moving all the way into the bubble. But Gabe is there to pick it up, loses possession right there to Surtrees, and Surtrees sinks it in for the 2 points.
Yep, can have no mercy here. It doesn't matter. Their team loses a player, you step up and you take advantage of that as best you can. Disorderly definitely doing the right thing and calling their timeout here as they try and get that player back. But good job by Slothosaurs. Like, honestly, that wasn't even a play that you would necessarily say, oh, they put that one in because Disorderly was down a player. No, they did a very good job there. They moved it quickly. They had some good crisp passes, and they put it in from what was a bit of an off-angle shot. So, no shade at all to Slothosaurs, who made a very good play there as Disorderly trying to get their 4th player back now.
They did indeed. And we were talking in the first match tonight about the Tyro fam, and that those 2 teams were both Tyro teams. So are these 2 teams. These 2 teams are also part of the Tyro fam. So this is kind of, friendly games, but at the same time, very competitive. And it looks like we have Fuse coming in now for Disorderly Conduct, where their player dropped. So hopefully we will get back underway here in just a minute.
For sure. Looking across the scoreboard there, everyone on the defensive side for Slothosaurs has really been contributing. like, honestly, if you don't have the points, they've have the saves. So it's not for lack of trying here. The scoreboard, I'd say, really doesn't necessarily reflect the style of play. It really has just been the ability to finish, because both teams have had their chances here in this first round. And the unpause is going to come in, so we should be good to go again in just a second. Just a reminder, in case you forgot, which I forget, because I ramble sometimes. Slothosaurs scored the first points there, so they now have 2 points, and Disorderly is going to be moving out here with the offensive joust for the first time. 3 minutes left on the clock, so still plenty of time. 7 points have absolutely been overcome in less. And here we go, as it's a Baru Monkey who's going to be clearing it up that left tunnel. Got a good connection there with some space. Is fused with that stack coming back from Slothosaurs, applying some pressure. No Sloth there, but they keep ahead of them with the passes, getting it all the way in, but Gabe is getting stunned out at the last second. Isn't going to be able to finish that one. There's a scramble behind the goal. Another chance. Gabe isn't going to be able to finish that one. And that is going to get picked up and slowed down by Sir Trees, who's going to look to try and set this one up for Slothosaurs.
Yep, and he's going to make that clear. It's going to bounce right there, and BG is there to pick it up, but loses possession in a stun. Sir Trees is going to pick it up again, though, and sends it down the arena. But Baru Monkey was hanging out back there, waiting on the defense to send that back down into the bubble. Nicely done indeed. And here is the chance. Gabe with the disc, but the stack came in super fast there by Slothosaurs. They were not moving like sloths, but Gabe is going to sink it in for another 2-pointer.
Yeah, great job there. They took a moment to realize, okay, we don't just have the easy empty shot. They did get a goalie back, but, still realizing, okay, I can make one move here, get myself into a good position to, have the advantage in that one-on-one shot. I'm sure the teammate sitting on top of Nest was a little sad. Sure, would have liked that goal. But, as long as the goal goes in, you're happy. You can allow the jukes. Everyone,
Absolutely.
We've all played on with some teammates like that who are like, yes, they've got a little bit of steez to them, but when they put it in, you're all happy, right?
Of course. That's going to be Natasha Lore with the disc. Going to send it back for the reset there to Shaken Bacon, who is dancing around the trench, looking for that pass. Finds it right there with BG. BG to Natasha. Natasha puts it in for another goal.
Yeah, another goal. Slothosaurs showing they're not just one-trick ponies. They may not have enough time here to really make much of this round, as we really do only have 1 minute left on the clock. But that being said, momentum into the second round is a big deal, because Echo is a game very much about momentum. So, Slothosaurs have to be feeling better about how they've played here. Really, they were down, I believe it was 9-0, and since then, they have actually been winning the scoreboard 4-2. So, lots to be optimistic about going into the second round. As a Baru Monkey now is going to clear it. Disorderly trying to take away any of that momentum. The shot is going to miss. Loose disc will be cleared. Good clear all the way down by Slothosaurs.
That was a solid clear indeed, all the way down into the bubble. And Shaken Bacon's there to pick it up and sinks it in the goal for another one right there. Not going to give up, which is fantastic and incredible, and what I love to see. I would like to see that more often. Just don't give up and keep working for that goal. It's not over till it's over. But this is going to wrap round 1 over to Disorderly Conduct, where 5-point lead is not a whole lot. So it's enough to win, obviously, but they're definitely grabbing that momentum and starting to run with it. But it'll be interesting to see what they change for round 2, and if the Slothosaurs come back with a little bit of a different mindset. It'll be fun to see, fun to watch.
It will. There we go. Got the cameras working. We got replays working. Slowly but surely fixing everything on the stream. Thanks to everyone who's been hanging out so far while we get that figured out. But yeah, I think if you're the Slothosaurs right now, you're not really looking to change a lot. What you've been doing has been working. Like, it took you a little while to get warmed up, but they're rolling right now, right? They were down 9-0, and they turned that around to a very respectable 11-6 final score here. So I think they should be very proud of what they've been doing. I think what they've got is working. If anything, I would be a little concerned, not enough to change anything up if I'm Disorderly Conduct. But, keeping an eye on that, being ready, like, okay, we know they're starting to get some on us with these quick clears and these, quick turnarounds. What can we do to prevent that? What can we do to shut down what has been working for them so that we can continue to play our game and prevent them from playing theirs?
Absolutely. And you know what? They're not going to take any extra pause time. It looks like they are ready to get right back into it. So I am too. I'm looking forward to the second round. Second rounds are all incredible when you get to see the shift change, so to speak. And that is going to be Joust advantage going over to Disorderly Conduct. And that disc is going to be right there, picked up by Onion, going to sink it in delicately there for the first 2 points on the board.
Yeah, if you're Disorderly and you were starting to fall behind with that momentum in the late stages of that first round, this is exactly what you want. A good aggressive attack, putting that one in before the defense could really get set up for Slothosaurs, and less than 10 seconds in and already taking a quick 2-point lead. So now the big question is, can Slothosaurs respond here? They're doing what they've done best. They're moving up quick. They're taking that quick shot. That one is going to ding. A very good rollout from Slothosaurs, just not able to finish. But the clear is intercepted, going off the head of BG. And it's going to float in behind. It's going to get cleared out initially, just out of the reach of Onion. Who's going to be able to get to that first? The stack coming in is going to miss. And in the middle of 4 players, Fuse is going to get that one cleared all the way up and out. Back the other way. Are they able to finish before the defense comes back? No. That's going to float out and let at least one Slothosaur back.
And that stack, oh my goodness, what a snatch by Natasha Lore. That stack came in so fast there by the Slothosaurs. Indeed, to get onto the defensive side. That was beautifully done. And that's going to be Fuse with the disc, having to juke around a bit. Going to pass it forward to Gabe. Gabe's being pressured to take the shot, and it's going to go into the hands of Onion. Back to Fuse, looking for the goal, and it's right there.
Fuse with a little spin, as I am going to watch on the replay in brilliant slow motion provided by our wonderful technology expert Newton Dad with a little spin shot. It's delightful. So 2 minutes in and 2 quick points for Disorderly, going very similar to how we saw in round 1 with that quick opening. Slothosaurs, it's time to see if they can answer back a little quicker though. Like, they're doing a decent job moving up here, but let's see if they can finish. That stack doing a good job of getting back, as I believe that was Gabe applying some pressure on the disc, is going to force the turnover. And back the other way, it's going to be, good stun on the backstack from Slothosaurs to regain possession and give them a chance to slow it up and move it in again.
Yes, and you know what? Disorderly Iconic was not laying off back there. They had a man back there, and they were still pushing that disc. And, even with everybody else moving down the arena, they were waiting and ready to take possession should that opportunity arise. And that's going to be Onion sending that disc down. Will the stack come in first, or will Shake and Bake and get to it first? Oh, no, it's going to be Disorderly. And that's going to be Onion taking the shot on an open goal for the 3.
Yeah, great stacks coming in there from Disorderly. Slothosaurs did a good job of getting their goalie back, but sometimes that isn't enough, especially like here, the goalie's facing a 3-on-1. Not much you can really do there, and good job by Disorderly to recognize, hey, we've got an open goal here. Goalie isn't back in position yet. We can make something of this, and they have, as they've taken that quick 7-0 lead, as Slothosaurs seem to have lost any of the momentum they had going for them at the end of that first round. It really is all Disorderly so far, as they've been scoring in quick succession with really every scoring chance they've had. As back now is going to be Natasha, who's going to reset this one back to the back line. Slothosaurs do like to play. Of course, their namesake, that much slower game play style. Oh, the net opening up, but not quite able to finish, putting it just around. They still will hold on to possession here. They get a second shot, and that one is going to go in. Surgery's putting it in and cutting that lead to 5.
Very nice. With still 6 minutes left on the clock here in round 2, that might be what it takes for Slothosaurs to start rolling. It's just that one goal, and once you get that confidence from that one goal, sometimes you can just start to roll with that. That's going to be Joust's advantage, though, going over to the orange team, and that's Baru Monkey with the disc, sends it down the arena and into the hands of his teammate, but that's going to be a change of possession right there by Shake and Bacon, going to be there to pick it up. Gets stunned, though, and Onion is able to grab possession again, sends it across the arena into the hands of Gabe. Gabe makes the shot, and it is indeed good, stretching that lead to a 7-point lead.
Yeah, great little turn back there. I always enjoy seeing at this level, teams, players at this rank can be, variably good at specific little, tech skills, like, the regrabs or jukes, stuff like that. But one thing that they are always kind of capable of, because it is mainly a mental thing, is some good quick pass plays. And you know, you can really see that if someone's got their head in the game mentally. And this team has done some very beautiful ones there. Some good crisp passes, quick passes that the defense just hasn't been able to follow. As Disorderly now with the disc are going to get past. Oh, getting a stun on that stack as Disorderly now with some space looking down. Oh, the stun coming in perfectly from Onion to set up that 3 from Gabe. And Disorderly rolling here now up 10.
That was a really nice play. I don't know if you noticed, but before the shot, they had a man on each shoulder, just waiting to see where that disc was going to go. It was a well-calculated play indeed, and it paid off, obviously. Shake and Bake there with the disc, going to send it down to Sir Trees and Tunnel, sends it all the way down the arena into the bubble. Who's going to get to it? Oh my goodness, it's Fuse.
It's Fuse.
Fuse. I like that name. It's a good name. Sir Tree is putting some pressure on, though, and forces the quick pass, and that's going to be into the hands of Baru Monkey, but gets picked, and Sir Trees is able to send that back down into midfield.
Into the midfield, but not out, as Disorderly is going to keep up this pressure here. Looking across, trying to get the bounce off the ceiling to a teammate on Pac-Man, but that's not quite going to work out. But they are able to keep up the pressure as Onion grabs the disc off that steal, gets a pass, bouncing, looking for a teammate under the goal, which would have been quite open with some space, but they still do maintain possession here, looking for the pass on the shield, but Sir Tree's doing a good job to stun that out, prevent the quick pass the other way, and get the clear, as the stack is going to come in from Slothosaurus, but they are going to miss it. Might not matter too much. The clear doesn't get out, but Baru Monkey getting a very fortunate bounce, getting it back. And back the other way, they're looking here for the quick counterattack. Lots of time. Goalie's back, but goalie's not in the net yet. And that's 2 points.
That is 2 points, and that's just going to stretch that lead. We've got a 12-point lead, still 3.5 minutes left in the match. Almost 3.5 minutes left in the match. Joust advantage going back over to the Slothosaurs. I hope that they are... they're keeping their energy up and keeping that positive attitude, because we all know that the attitude that takes place in the match changes a lot of how you play. But these are great players and great people, so I'm sure that is definitely happening. Baru Monkey there with the disc, looking for the pass, going to send it back to a reset to Gabe there. Nope, to Onion, who sends it all the way down the arena into the bubble, and that's going to be Gabe there with another goal. How many has Gabe put up on the board? Gabe has 16 points. Wow.
That's incredible. Disorderly has 16 points this round. Great job. Honestly, the stacks are a big part of why Disorderly is doing so well right now. They're doing like the stacks and the defense, right? They're doing a very good job on defense of kind of preventing Slothosaurus from getting much going. Slothosaurus has been getting it into the offensive zone, but they haven't been scoring much with it. The defense has been shutting them down fairly well, like a great reach there from Baru Monkey to keep that one out. But yeah, they've been getting the saves, the clears, and then just the great stacks back the other way to set up what's fairly easy points on the other end once they eventually get down there. And it's been working incredibly well for them so far, as, oh, they're going to lose this one here, though. But again, that defensive play, Onion, following up on that, getting the stun, and clearing it out of harm's way. I mean, out of harm's way into the hand of a Slothosaur, but moving in, oh, Fuse, jumping through the goal with the stunned goalie to pick that one off the line, and keeping the Slothosaurs at 2, as we're now under 2 minutes left to go. A quick shot the other way, not going to go. That one's picked up by BG on top of Nest now.
Everybody on that orange inches there was in the goal. It was insane. I don't know how you even can see what is happening with that many robo bodies in the area there, but you know, it worked. And then that was a fantastic save there by Slothosaurs on the blue end, and that is going to be a missed connection there, but Sir Trees is going to be able to pick that back up. Hopefully Fuse quick stun there and snatches that disc back and sends it all the way into the blue bubble, and it's going to bounce off the top of Clock. And who is going to get to it first? If it's Gabe, they're going to be in trouble. Nope, it's going to be Natasha Lore going to make the clear right before getting stunned out by Gabe, but that clear goes all the way down the arena. Quick stack coming in here. They overshoot it just a little bit, but Baru Monkey is able to make that send back up into the top of the arena.
Yeah, and the slap coming through there right before the stun, getting a good slap there and clearing it through. Defensive stack doing a good job to get back for Slothosaurs, but, you know, 30 seconds left on the clock, a 14-point deficit. It might be a little too much, but hey, last goal wins, as we all know. Sir Trees putting in an incredible long 3 there. Great shot with not a lot of time to make it. And just like that, I mean, nothing's changed in the game, but I'm sure they got to feel good about that one, especially the goal scorers. We count down now the last 10 seconds of the game. Brew Monkey is going to clear that one up to a teammate. It's fused. Let's see if they can get one more. They're sending it down to Pac-Man, but the stun from Natasha will end this one. 16-5 is your final, as it is going to be Disorderly Conduct taking it in 2.
They did take it too, but it was great play by both teams. Super fun. Offbeat, thank you so much. You guys, we're not gonna kill too much time here because we've got another one starting right now, and we do have sparkling for that. So we will be back in 15-30 seconds max with another incredible match here tonight coming up between the Cookie Commanders and Oblivion. So do not go far. Offbeat, you ready, buddy? Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to our third game this evening. Tonight with me over on the co-casting side, I have Pi, and over on cams, I have Offbeat. Hello, Pi, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing tonight?
Good, good, good. I'm AthenaStorm, and tonight we have, in this final match, the Cookie Commanders over on the orange team taking on Oblivion. You want to tell us who is playing here, Pi?
Yeah, so coming from the orange team, we have J-Dub, Queen Maddie Love, Hotbox Baby, Jay Steelman, and from blue we have Elf Knight, SR49, Sci-Fi, that's a funny name there, 17, and Angel MP4. We'll see what happens tonight.
Yeah, and they should be readying up here in just a second. I have given them the okay to do so. So we should be bouncing in there in just a minute. Here we go. These are two fantastic teams full of great players, and some of them I know very well, so this is bound to be a fun match. Pi, I'm so glad that you're joining me. Offbeat, dude, you are killing it tonight on cams, so thank you so much for being here as well. This is going to be our last game of tonight, which is, you know, this is not just the last cycle of Season 5, but this is the last week for the latter teams, so that's going to be incredible. You guys in the Twitch chat, thank you for hanging out with us and being around. We are bouncing in. Let's go.
Let's do it. Starting off here, let's see who wins this front joust. It's going to be Hotbox Baby. He's going to send that through. It's going to get picked up. Sci-Fi's going to get that one cleared out. It's going to get sent back to himself. Caught up in mid. Good clear there from Elf Knight going all the way through. Let's see who wins the stack race. Picked up by 17. Going for a shot a little off. Might be able to get a second chance. Picked up by Hotbox Baby. And that's going to get sent back through 2.
It is going to be right there, and that stack's going to come in pretty quick, and that's going to be J-Dub with the grab, looking for the pass, maybe? Yes, we're going to find it with Jay Steelman, who's going to sink that in there for the 2-point goal, just 40 seconds into the round. Incredible job by both teams here. Took a little bit of a time to get that goal, but hey, back and forth games are the best, and well-balanced games are always my favorites. So we are back at Joust Advantage. Sorry about that. Joust Advantage going over to Oblivion, and that's going to be Elf Knight sending that down to Sci-Fi. Go ahead. Take it away, Pi.
Going to get picked up by 17, going for a long shot here. It's a little wide. Picked up by his teammate, though, Elf Knight, sending it up to post. Sci-Fi's going to send it up high. Little off there. It's going to get sent. Elf Knight's going to pick that back up. Over the shoulder. Going for the finish, and a good finish there from Sci-Fi. Quick hitter.
Nicely. Yeah, that was a quick hitter, wasn't it? Gaining some momentum. Now, Hotbox Baby over on the orange team is new to the Cookie Commanders. Fairly new, anyways. So that's a nice new roster change there for the Cookie Commanders. So they're doing a great job. Both teams doing a fantastic job. J-Dub with the disc. Gonna lose possession right there. And Sci-Fi is going to sink that in for a 3-point shot to put Oblivion in the lead.
What an excellent steal there. Picture perfect right out of the joust. Excellent speed, and what a great 3-pointer there off a nest. Let's see how Orange can make a comeback here. Out of the tube, they're going to do a 4-man split. Picked up by Jay Steelman in the corner. He's going to send it all the way across. Picked up by Hotbox. He's going to walk it in. Take his time. Crossing over. It's a little off, but he can still pick it up. Jay Steelman grabs it. He's going to get stunned out. Good stun from Sci-Fi there. He's going to send that trench. Picked up by his sack, though. Oh, it's going to get caught up by his own teammate. He headbutted it there. J-Dub juking around. He's going to play slow here. Oh, what a steal. Angel MP4, what a steal there. Sending it high, hoping to get a stack through. And it's going to get picked up by Orange. They're going to hold.
That was a super quick stack coming in there by the Cookie Commanders in order to get that disc, and that was very well played indeed. Sending it back over to Sci-Fi. Sci-Fi's going to send it down into the bubble. Hotbox Baby is... Oh, nope. Sorry, that's J-Dub. J-Dub with the disc there, playing goalie tonight, going to juke around and sends it all the way through the tunnel into the other end of the arena where Hotbox Baby is going to try to get to it, but Elf's Knight is going to send it back out into the hands of 17, waiting there in the trench. And oh, that one was a little wide. I thought that one was going in from my side.
And it did. Yeah, almost went in there. Picked up by Sci-Fi. Sending over to post. Oh, it's a ding, though. Oh, it's going to get sent back, but it's going to be a good reset there. Angel's going to grab it, whip it back in. What a steal there, Steelman. Oh, what a steal again, Elf Knight. Back to shield, off the ding ring again. Sci-Fi with a good finish, though. What?
Persistence, yeah. Persistence does play there, doesn't it? Oh, my
man.
goodness. They did
What a
not give
play.
up, and that just sunk that one right in there. We have some love going in the Twitch chat there. Fun fact, Maddie got her wisdom tooth taken out today, so Queen Maddie Love is playing after some dental work. Jay Steelman with the send, gonna send that down to Hotbox Baby. Hotbox Baby sends it. Oh my goodness, J-Dub just stole that goal from
shot.
Hotbox. Oh my goodness. What a goal.
Stole it from his teammate just to get the 2. Oh my gosh, you hate to see it.
Oh, she's probably yelling something fierce right about now.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness. Joust going back to Oblivion. They're going to send that down. Angel is there in the tunnel to pick it up and send it all the way to the bubble. Nope. Queen Maddie is there to grab it and sends it back down. Holy cow. The stacks coming in from the Cookie Commander is going to sink that one in. Jay Steelman to give us a 1-point game just halfway through this first round. Pi, did you expect this kind of a back and forth match?
Honestly, I didn't really know what was going to happen, but I mean, after the last minute and a half there, it could go anyone's way now. Both teams are playing at a very high pace, moving the disc around, getting some really crazy stacks, and getting a lot of shot opportunities. So I'm curious to see what happens for the rest of the round here. 17 is going to send it Trench. Picked up by the orange stack, he's going to send that back through left tube. It's going to go all the way through, caught around Trench. Sci-Fi, he's going to send that back through. Hoping to get his teammate to pick it up. Elf Knight gets stunned out. Fighting for a disc here. It's a little bit of a brawl. Angel's gonna end up with that though. A little bit of a duck there. Gonna walk it in. Oh, what a bottom pocket! Angel. What a shot.
Wow,
What a
we
shot.
are though just a 1-goal difference between these two teams, which is incredible and remarkable. I love matches like this. That's going to give Joust advantage back over to the Cookie Commanders though. Still 4 minutes and 14 seconds left in round 1. These are the best 2 of 3 rounds, so we shall see. J-Dub with the disc, but it's not quite going to make it out of the midfield. Steelman's going to pick it up, sends it through, and all the way down into the blue end. But Elf Knight is there to snatch it with that stack coming in. And it's going to be right there into Trench. It's a race. J-Dub makes the grab. Going to look for the pass. It almost looked like he was looking for a reset. I'm not sure, but they did not make that happen, and they moved into offensive positions. Hotbox Baby with the disc, gonna shoot it, and it's good. We have a 1-point game.
What a shot there from Hotbox. I mean, jumping off a boot there. Nice little flick there. Perfect. Let's see how blue can make the comeback here. Looking at chat, questionable vegetable commented on the nice juke there from Angel from that last goal. It was really, really good. That's gonna get picked up by Elf Knight. It's gonna get mixed up in tube though. Picked up by Oh, he headbutted it out of his teammate's hand again. Oh, headbutted again? Sent back through mid. What a blind clear there from Hotbox. It's going to end up all the way on blue side. J-Dub drops it, but he's still got possession. He's going to walk it in. Sending it up. Oh, what a steal. Angel. Reset. Hotbox has it. Stunned out. And it's going to go back down towards blue side, or orange side.
It is, and also I'm going to point out real quick, just because Offbeat is doing such an incredible job, Jucifer has said, props to the camera guy, Offbeat, you're killing it, dude. Keep up the great work. All right, that disc is going to be back in the hands of J-Dub there in the midfield. Oh, wiping the tears away right now. He's so proud. Okay, J-Dub with the disc moving towards the goal and looking for the pass maybe, just kind of walking it in. Going to send that right into Steelman's hand, who's going to shoot it. Taking the lead for the Cookie Commanders with, what, a little over a minute and a half, I think it was? Nope, 2 minutes. 2 minutes left to go in the round. Incredible.
This game has been neck and neck ever since the 6-minute mark. One point margins both ways. These teams are really fighting hard. Let's see who can get the better of the other team. Sci-Fi has it. He's leading in points this game. He actually has 7, more than double of anyone on his team. Let's see if he can get another goal here. Stolen. J Steel sends it down low. Queen Maddie's going to pick that up because he's going to get stunned out by Elf Knight, who's going to drop. What a cross! Sci-Fi barely missing it. going to get picked up. J-Dub has it. He's going to send that back through. All the way down to the blue side. Blue stack is going to get... Oh, blue stack is going to fly right past it. Picked up by Elf Knight. Sent back through Low Valley. And Jay Steelman is going to cross that one back into blue.
And that is going to be in the bubble right there. Sci-Fi is going to pick that up, looking for the clear, going to find it, and it's going to bounce right through the midfield. But it lands into hands of J-Dub, who's walking it down the arena, looking for the pass. Going to find it right there with Steelman. Going to pass it back as... Not sure what happened there, but they lost possession, and that is going to send that disc into J-Dub again. J-Dub killing it, moving around fairly quickly, passes it forward. Great save there by Elf Knight, going to bounce in front of that. Lots of change of possession right here in that middle of the blue end arena section. 17 going to make that slap clear and sends it all the way down into orange bubble, where Hot Box Baby is going to make the clear.
And it's going to get picked up by 17 there. He's going to hold for a little bit. Try to get a last-minute score here. They only have 25 seconds, and they're down 1. Going to get picked up by Jay Steel. Stolen, 17. Crossing it over, hoping to find his teammate. Angel's got it. They're going to walk that in. Play for time here. Try and get the last shot. Oh, going to walk it in. What a nice shot there. Angel.
Nice.
The nice dive and underhand there. Beautiful. They now lead by 1 point. Been a 1-point margin this whole game.
Yeah, it has been. What a crazy, crazy, crazy match. Fantastic play. All three of these games tonight have been incredible for entertainment as far as the back and forth, and very well matched, which is really, really nice to see. So we have lots of fun going on in the Twitch chat too. Jay Dims is out there saying Sci-Fi is our golden boy striker. Jucifer giving more love to Offbeat here on the cams, which is lovely to see because cameramen often get overlooked. So we love extra love for our camera guys, always. Questionable vegetable and saying nice pick. Jessica cheering buzzer beater there coming in from Baru Monkey. Now, hi.
Yes.
When you guys are playing, what happens right now for you in this pause between rounds 1 and 2?
Well, usually in between rounds, I just like to talk to my team about things that we're doing really well and then things that we can work on. Here, both teams are making minimal mistakes back and forth. It's really just maintaining possession of the disc because there's been so many changes of possession in this game. If these teams can try and keep a little more control of the disc for the time that they have it, then, I think this margin would be a little farther away, depending on the team that has it.
It would be. And you know what? It doesn't sound like they're taking any additional time there between rounds, and they are bouncing right back into it. So it will be interesting to see who makes changes in their play style right now. Nobody subbed anybody in or out. It's still the same rosters. So this will be super fun and exciting. That's going to be Joust Advantage going over the blue team. Oblivion there, but J-Dub's going to pick it up in upper trap and send it through to Steelman, who's going to send it in
what a shot.
for the 3-point shot. Woo!
Wow.
Jay Steelman sending that one in. Beautifully done by the Cookie Commanders.
What a shot there from Jay Steelman. 27 meters away. Just drills it. Let's see how blue can respond. Jay Steelman with 9 points this game, by the way.
Yeah.
Sci-Fi is going to get it picked up in right tube. He's going to cross it low. You're going to get sent right to 17. Oh, he went for a shot. It was open. Hit shield though. Picked up by Elf Knight. Crossing it over. Getting a little bit of pressure. Going for the shot. What a save, J-Dub. He's going to send that back through. Picked up by Angel. They may have a second chance here if they can play their cards right. Picked up by Sci-Fi at Pack. He's going to walk this one in from shield. And what a stun! What a stun from the back there. 17, helping out Sci-Fi. What a shot.
Yeah, that was a very well-timed, proper stun. I know some teams hate it, but I'm like, I am such, even as a goalie, I am such a proponent of it's a part of the game, and you have the ability to block that when you see it and it's well-timed, it's very well done. Very nicely done indeed. And that's going to be a quick return on that disc coming back into the orange bubble with Sci-Fi picking it up. Going to shoot a little wide though and not quite able to seal the deal on that. Sci-Fi picks it up, but J-Dub denies it. Oh, Sci-Fi takes it back. It is a brawl here. Angel with the disc now moving towards the goal, but going to get stunned out. Takes the shot anyway, and it is good. It is a 1-point game once again.
Angel with some heavy pressure there. went for the shield, but they didn't quite get stunned, so they somehow maneuvered through the defense there and got a really nice blind throw there. What a shot. Still within that 1 point margin. Oh, man. 8 minutes left in the second round here. Orange gets a not so good joust there, but they're going to play slow. They're not getting pressured. J-Dub's just going to walk it up.
That was unusual for a launch there for them. But you know
Yeah.
what? It's working. Hotbox Baby with the disc, going to send it down the arena, going to bounce off the wall. Will Queen Maddie be able to beat 17 to it? Yes, she will. Oh, but she gets stunned out and loses possession to Angel, who is a little bit of a devil, I would think, in this game tonight. Going to send that one all the way into the bubble, going to bounce off the wall. Oh my goodness, that was close. And Queen Maddie Love is going to make that clear. Well, nope, Jay Steelman made that clear. Sends it back down, but it's going to be in trap. Angel going to pick it up, really getting attacked there by the Cookie Commander. Sci-Fi with the disc, going to send it over to 17. And 17 shoots it, but it's not quite going to make it in. And that is going to give Commanders a chance to recover from that. But Angel is there to pick it up. Oh my goodness, just kidding. J-Dub snatches it. Says no, going to send it all the way into the goal for the 3-pointer.
Wow. J-Dub is just hitting these long, has hit a long three along with Jay Steelman. That's 6 points for them just off of that long three there. What great shots from that team.
Questionable Vegetable is asking, did they drop the disc to block and then re-catch it? Yes, that is it's called an ender. And you drop the disc, block, and then you grab it again, and that stuns out the other player. Because if a player tries to stun you while you are blocking, it stuns them instead. So that's a fun little tool to use when used correctly. Indeed. Hotbox Baby and Queen Maddie Love coming in. Nope, that's J-Dub down there again. My goodness, Hotbox Baby is there now, attacking Angel. Gonna send that one all the way into the bubble. Gonna bounce off the clock tower. Cookie Commanders are gonna have to come in, but they can't get there. And we have a tie game with 6 minutes left. 6-6. Pie. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, it's this whole game has been so tight from the first round and now in the second. Now both teams are tied. They're very evenly matched. It's just seeing who's gonna have the upper hand here. It's gonna get grabbed by J-Dub. Crossed over to Pack. Jay Steelman, he's going to walk it up. Oh, it was. He's just going to walk it up. Hotbox is going to send that low into trench. It's going to be a bit of a mispass. Scooped up by Angel, though. To Sci-Fi. Ooh, setting it through. Might go all the way through. There it is. Sci-Fi picking it back up. A little bit of pressure on him. Goes for a blind shot. Almost makes it off the backboard there. Wow. What a shot from him. Angel. Off a nest. Anchor. Oh, it's the self-goal. The headbutt.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, man. What a shot.
Unfortunate. But you know what? It happens. It happens to all of us.
It does.
Some of us
Yeah.
like me more often than others. But that's okay. It's part of the game. All right. So, Jow's advantage going back over to the Cookie Commanders now. It is a nail-biter, Jucifer. I completely agree. What a fantastic match. J-Dub and Queen Maddie Love. Fun fact, they are husband and wife. J-Dub and Queen Maddie Love. That's going to be sending that disc all the way down into the hands of Jay Steelman, walking it down the arena. Going to send it across. Oh, it's going to bounce oddly off of the bottom of boot, and that is going to give Oblivion an opportunity to score once again. Oh my goodness, that stack came in and derailed that plan. Going to send that back out, and who's going to get to it first? That's going to be Cookie Commanders. They're going to make that clear. It's going to bounce through trench, though, and into the tunnel area.
Into the tunnel area here. Bit of a brawl. Scooped up by Queen Maddie Love. Going for the shot. Going to get picked up by Sci-Fi there. Sent back through that same tube, though. It's going to go all the way through. 17 has an open shot here. Takes it. That's a little wide. But it was a good attempt. What a steal there. Hotbox. Clearing that nice pressure out of there. It's going to get picked up by Jay Steelman. He has a stack on him. Sends it through high. It's going to end up at Blue Ghost. Queen Maddie's going to pick it up. What a nice cross. No one's there to grab it, though. Man. Jay Steelman.
Almost looked like Steelman got hung up there. I'm not sure if he did.
Oh, what a shot. Yeah,
But
Jay
that's gonna be
Steelman did get
J-Dub.
hung up there. Yeah.
And we have a 1-point game once again. Wow.
The whole game. Yeah. One point. 1 point. Oh, my gosh. What a game.
Okay, now when you're playing a game, I personally prefer games to be like this. They are so much fun to me in game when it is a back and forth match and you're not getting pummeled or you're not pummeling somebody. because those are never fun for anybody. How do you feel about them? Do you prefer a little bit of a further stretch, or do you prefer a tight game like this?
No, I mean you're totally right. It's much more competitive when the game is close, because if you're crushing some other team, it's like everyone messes around. They're they're not really playing, and then if you're getting crushed, you just want to leave the game as fast as you can. So when it's really close like this, it makes the game very fun. Everyone's communicating, everyone's working hard, trying to get the extra edge on the other team, and it's going to get sent back through. Angel, yeah, ending up at orange trap. Angel has it, sending high, picked up by Knight, over to the cross. Oh, just barely wide. Angel's going to pick back up. It's going to get stunned out, though. And J-Dub sending it back through all the way to blue side.
That is, and Steelman is there, and J-Dub is there, and they be grab it. No, they are not. That's going to be a slap back by Oblivion, but it's going to land in the hands of Hotbox Baby, looking for Steelman. Steelman has it, moving towards the goal. Everybody is there. The entire defensive is in that bubble, playing a solid defense, but Hotbox Baby is going to send that into the bubble, and it is anybody's disc right now, but it looks like J-Dub's going to get there first. We see Sci-Fi doing a little jump in there. Oh, J-Dub going to duck, sends that one up to Steelman. Jay Steelman crosses across the arena. Oh, but it's not quite picked up there. Right there. That was unfortunate.
Sci-Fi's going to end up scooping that one up, though. All the way through to orange side. Let's see if they can get a stack going here. Going to end up right around their goal. Oh, 17 stuns him out. It's going to scoop it up. He has a little bit of time here. Over to wall. Oh, what a steal. Jay Steelman locking it down on the backboard. What
Steelman
a steal.
has been quite the little thief tonight. We've said his name a couple of times for some steals. Incredible,
yes,
incredible. Steal, man. That's going to be Hotbox Baby to take the lead for the Cookie Commanders by 1 point here, with just a little over a minute left in round 2. With Oblivion taking round 1, Cookie Commanders really need to maintain this lead in order to see a third round.
And hopefully they can, because this game has been very interesting, and it makes me just want to stay here even longer and watch it. That's 1 point margin this whole game, I'll tell you what. It has been very, very fun to watch both these teams making this cast very interesting tonight. That's going to get scooped up by J-Dub. He's going to whip that back through. Angel with the steal back down to their teammate. Sci-Fi has it. Over by
they're making some calculated passes here, trying to burn that clock, because they know that if they score it too fast, there it is, right there. 1 point. 30 seconds left, though. 30 seconds is still plenty of time.
Right there.
And they need this last goal. They need this last goal. Let's see if they can pull it off. I would love to see a third round, because this has been a fantastic game. Pi, it's been so much fun casting this one with you. And of course,
same here. Thank you.
Offbeat hanging out with us here. J-Dub going to send that one down the arena all the way through into the bubble. But that's going to be in the hands of Elf Knight, who's going to make that clear. And they would have had to grab that and throw it back in for a long throw. And that is going to be the game going to Oblivion.
What a match. Both teams so close. I mean, what an incredible game from both teams. Kept it enticing the whole time. It was very competitive. Both these teams should walk away smiling. It was one heck of a game tonight.
It was indeed. You know what? And I'm sitting here smiling. I'm grinning from ear to ear. This was a fantastic match. What a great way to round out the evening. A fun evening, I should say, of Echo right here in this last final week. Don't forget, finals coming up May 14th and 15th. And if we get 1,000 viewers, I heard there's going to be some head shaving going on by Sir Dimwee, so we need to make sure that happens. I am AthenaStorm. I know, right? I am AthenaStorm. With me, I have Pi, and of course, on cameras, and incredible as always, is the one and only Offbeat. You guys, thank you so much for joining us, and have a fantastic night.
VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.